Hey guys, it's Charlie from the Creative Strategy Lab. In the next couple minutes, we're going to talk through a few ads that I have saved recently and why I saved them. So let's critique them together. Now, this first ad is from Skin and Me. They are a skincare brand. Now, I do actually use this brand. So I think this is maybe a retargeting ad. I was likely on their website, probably skipping my delivery because I'm rubbish at maintaining my skincare routine. However, they clearly don't recognize that I am an active customer because they're still trying to pitch me to try the first month with a discount. So I think they know I visited the website, but they don't know I'm a customer yet. So it's a retargeting ad, but for customer acquisition is my guess. Now, the reason I saved this one is because I do really love the visual. But if we're looking at it through a behavioral psychology lens and a conversion lens, I don't rate it very much. And the reason for that is because it's too basic. So we do have here the personalized skin treatment, which is one of the main USPs of the brand here. But then it's going into really basic language. So this is just a cleanser, this is just a moisturizer, this is just sunscreen. And I think there's an opportunity here to do better at differentiating themselves in terms of why I should choose them. I do really like this language here, yours for $4.99. I can almost envision it in my own bathroom, especially coupled with lifestyle photography like this. And I like that they have the price comparison here. So yours for $4.99 worth over $29.99. But again, they're losing me here. Includes full-sized daily doser. Now, I know what a daily doser is because I'm an active customer. However, if I've only looked at the website once and this is a retargeting ad, I'm probably not going to know what that is. So I think they are missing some opportunities here for really differentiating themselves and tapping a bit more into behavioral psychology and human desires. Okay, ad number 2, we have this one here from Ffern or Ffern, don't know how I was saying that one. Now, this one, I haven't visited the website. I don't know the brand. I probably would say I am in market for perfume. I quite often go through phases of checking out perfumes. So that's why it's landed in my newsfeed. However, this is a prospecting ad because I've definitely never visited this brand. And I really just love the simplicity of it. So sold out 6 years in a row. This is really tapping into that esteem motivator around, wanting something that everyone else has got, using something that everybody else is using, and it really starts to build that FOMO, that fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out. It's sold out for 6 years in a row. I want to get it before it sells out for the 7th year in a row because it's clearly that good. I also really love the visual execution here. We've got this rhubarb, we've got this orange peel and some mint. So from the visual, I can get a sense of how it's going to smell, excuse the pun. And that is really, really challenging to do for brands that are, focused around scent. So I really like this one in its simplicity. I would say that typically this would perhaps be a message that's more commonly adopted for retargeting, but definitely don't discount that type of messaging for prospecting either because I was a prospect. I've not even visited the website, and this caught my attention enough for me to want to save it. So, yeah, a nice lesson there in experimenting with messaging at different parts of the funnel. Now, the third and final ad I want to share with you guys is this one. So, I did save this one because I really liked the visuals, but in terms of messaging and behavioral psychology and marketing psychology, I would say it's probably a good example of a bad ad, if you like. I do quite like this first slide, the nutrient dense greens formulated for women. I am a woman. And I talk a lot about relevance and how relevance is a really powerful lever that we can pull in our creatives to grab attention. So I know this ad is for me because it's formulated for women. Nutrient dense greens taps into my kind of knowledge about how greens are good for us, and it's that kind of it's fulfilling that cognitive bias or something I already believe in. So that's really good. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel smart, and it instantly pulls me in from there. But unfortunately, that's where the goodness ends. The next slide, we go here. Ingredients in FS Greens. They're obviously using a shortcut here for their brand name, but this is a prospecting ad. I have no idea who this brand is, so it's too early, I would say, to use kind of acronyms for the brand. That can help. Well, that can help with what? Maybe I have migraines. Maybe I am bloated. Maybe I'm tired all day. Maybe I want stronger nails or shinier hair. It's not quantifying what it's going to help me with here. And then it's going into some quite, intense jargon around the ingredients. Ashwagandha, matcha, I don't really know what these things do. So it's not quantifying it into the end user benefit or the benefit that I'm going to see. So there's definitely opportunity for improvement there. But I do really love the contrast of the visuals, how these lines come out. I like the layering that's being used here, and that's why I saved it really from a visual perspective, not so much a messaging perspective. And then unfortunately for them, it continues to get worse. So if we go to the end slide here, it still has an arrow which indicates there's more to look at, but there isn't any more to look at. And now we're talking about hormones. So we've gone from ingredients to talking about bloating, but we haven't mentioned bloating before. And we're talking about hormones, again, jargon. I don't necessarily know what cortisol does. Well, I mean, I do. Maybe that one's a little bit more obvious. Cortisol is a stress hormone. Maybe, if this ad is in your newsfeed, you probably are likely to understand that. But then it gets really complex. I don't actually really know what fluctuating estrogen does to my body or progesterone or like the thyroid. So again, losing me with the jargon. So what? Like you're telling me hormones that can impact bloating, but how are you as FS Greens helping me with that? So yeah, lots I think that could be improved on for this brand, but definitely high scoring in the visuals department. So that is that for this time. I'll catch you next time, folks, for another ad critique. Hope it's helpful.